Do you struggle with using life's lemons to make lemonade?
Well, that's what we're going to dip into today here on My Sober Truth. Well, it's May 24th, and it's time for another double shot of My Sober Truth. I love the title today, Shawn. Happy, joyous, and free. It almost reminds me of that freedom, favor, and fun thing that we talk about all the time.
Absolutely.
And absolutely. I mean, I know those words mean so many different things to so many different people, but what I really dug about this reading was that whole concept, and I'm guilty of doing it. Yeah. I know a lot of people are guilty of doing it. So we tend to borrow trouble.
Right.
We tend to focus so much on the negative and we get overworked and that, but I like the challenge here of, I mean, you said it in the opening question, you know, using life's lemons to make lemonade.
Right.
Tell me how you've done that in your life.
It's a very interesting question. And when I think about that, what I really think about is, you kind of already mentioned it, manufacturing misery. I was really good at that. I was really good at building up life's problems and make them seem much worse than they did. But I was also really guilty of building up the good spots and making them seem better than they really were as well.
Right.
So my life was kind of this roller coaster full of really highs and really lows. And I didn't really learn how to live kind of on an even keel in the middle. That's something that I wasn't very good at. And making lemonade out of lemons for me is taking something that might be a misery or might be something harsh that I'm going through and learning how to say, you know what, it's going to be okay. And a lot of this is just a process in the mind of learning that the bad things most of the time aren't as bad as I make them. My mind builds them up in the same way that my mind builds up the good things. So I try to stay right-sized and keep the things that are going on in my life right-sized, good or bad, because I can build either of them up bigger than they are. And this whole life making lemonade out of lemons, for me, really is just a series of me staying right-sized, of me getting my ego out of it. And ego is positive and negative, because the ego in me can take the bad and make it all my fault and it's horrible. Well, it's kind of the opposite of ego, but it is ego for sure. I'm so bad, I'm so horrible. I don't have to do that. But also when something good happens, even if it's not me that did it, I'm so awesome, look at what I've done. Partially me, partially some other people, partially my higher power helping out, you know. There was a lot of things that went into it. So it's just a series of me reminding myself to stay right-sized, to have a sip. Is lemonade my favorite drink in the world? No, but it rates pretty high up there for me. So if I can take the lemons in life and make a drink that I like pretty good out of it, that's pretty good.
I agree.
It's not horrible.
You know, the other side of this whole concept, and they allude to it today in today's reading, is the concept of, you know, how you view your higher power, how you view God. And I like what he wrote, said for years I view God as this mean, punishing God. You know, and depending on what kind of religion you grew up in, what kind of church you grew up in, you know, there's that thing put forth. But I think we've talked about this before, but I feel like your view of your higher power probably shifted during your time in recovery.
Absolutely, it did.
And it has for a lot of people. We move from that guy on the throne or whatever your vision is, looking down, waiting to spank you, to someone, you know, being that light to your path ahead of you, guiding your every step, providing opportunities, rescuing you in the darkness.
No, on my team, I get to be the quarterback. But God's the coach.
So well.
I got to do the work.
Right.
But God's the one over there giving me hints on what I need to be doing.
And so part of this, going back to what you said, staying on the level, staying on, you know, at an even keel, is keeping yourself in right position with your higher power.
Absolutely.
And always acknowledging that coachship. I love it. I couldn't have said it better myself today. So as we wrap up, I want to pose this back to our viewers today. And so tell me this, how have you used life's lemons to make lemonades with the help of your higher power? Okay, we want to hear this. We love stories like this. Other people love stories like this. So take a few moments, put it down in the comments section below. We can't wait to read what you have to say. And on that note, for My Sober Truth, I'm Mark.
Hey, and I'm Shawn, and here's hoping that you stay drunk with success. Love
Bye.
y'all.
Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you're thirsty for another round, then belly on up to MySoberTruth.com and click on the double shot button today. There you'll find the encouragement, inspiration, and support that'll help you stay clean, on track, and prospering in every area of your life. Take a moment to subscribe to this channel, and if you got a minute, stick around. Let's watch another video together.